could you let me know? We made plans and dazzles to move into the city. Wild card, catch me when you're ready to go. I wanna make you feel like you used to. Ride on the dream, never come around. We can make it real if I choose to. My paper plane is city bound. I wanna make you feel like you used to. Ride on the dream, never come around. We can make it real if I choose to. My paper plane is city bound. I wanna make you feel like you used to. Ride on the dream, never come around. Live fast, fall hard, time is not your keeper. How long is now, or could you let me know? We made plans and dazzles to move into the city. Wild card, catch me when you're ready to go. I wanna make you feel like you used to. Ride on the dream, never come around. We can make it real if I choose to. My paper plane is city bound. I wanna make you feel like you used to. Ride on the dream, never come around. We can make it real if I choose to. My paper plane is
Welcome, everybody. Did you enjoy that? I am still immersing myself in that virtual spam experience, spa experience, but I'm so thrilled that you're here. Restorative travel is the way forward. It is the way of the future. I think we have never been more conscious of our health and wellness and well-being than we are at this moment in time. And I'm thrilled today to bring you some of the most special, sensational, sensory overload spa experiences that you can have in Hungary. We're thrilled to be back with all of our friends from this magical destination that not only is enchanting, it's a culinary capital of the world, so much architecture, so much photography, but bubbling under all of that, literally and figuratively, it is a spa culture like none other, with so many restorative aspects, so many beautiful opportunities to sort of infuse, even if it's just a half a day, beautiful wellness experiences, thrilling, relaxing moments in time, all the way up to a week or 2 week long stay, if you please. So this is going to be a real treat. We'll have a little bit of a peek from a celebrity and a beautiful video. We're going to have our gorgeous friends here take you through some of the most beautiful hotel experiences, a gorgeous, gorgeous region that you need to know about. And throughout this all, our generous partners also have come through with some wonderful giveaways. So they're going to be chatting with you, and you must pay attention to their presentations in order to be the first to qualify to win some of these restorative travel experiences. So away we go. Love to introduce you to our partners today. Coming up on the screen, you'll have your dear old friend, Zsuzsanna Sarman from the Hungarian Tourism Agency, who we'll meet in just a moment. You've seen her many times before. She's usually the star of those beautiful digital fan videos that you've seen as well. So welcome back. Thank you so much. We also have Sophie from the Excellent. I'm so glad you're here. Got Sophie from the Parisi Udvar Hotel, which is new. It's a new hotel, but it's got sort of an old world, traditional, elegant look. And we're really looking forward to seeing her presentation on the screen. We'll have her up in just a moment. Wave hi, how are you? And she's coming to you also from a room at the hotel, so you all get a sneak peek. We're thrilled about that. And then over to the thermal bath experiences of the Budapest spas. We have Sylvia, who's just a delight, a burst of energy. And sort of, she's ready to party. We're excited to have her here, and she's going to take you through some of these beautiful venues where you can sort of connect your body with your mind once again. And then we've got Mark from Peks, which is an amazing region that you have to discover. It's one of those places you can easily visit from Budapest. Hey, everybody's in a great mood today. This is awesome. And he's going to tell you about some of the treasures in that destination and also how easy it is to get there. So we're going to kick it off with Budapest, and we're going to take you on a bit of a digital fam. And again, you'll see a cameo of one of our stars who you see quite often. So we'll roll that video and sort of bring you into the mix here. That's gorgeous. And even for just a minute, it's, it just puts you there and you're able to feel like you're really there. But fortunately for you, you actually are really there. So I would love for you to tell us what's going on at the moment. And what if, let's start off with this, what if somebody only had 2 or 3 days to spend in Budapest and or beyond? What would you suggest that they don't miss?
Hi, Gabby, and hi, everyone. And it's so great as well that see so many familiar names in the chat. So thank you so much for joining us. Yes, so the question is what to do in Budapest if you have just a few days. There There are so many different options, and that's why I really love actually this digital fem trip series. But you now saw it's only like a 1 minute teaser, but there will be very soon. The whole video will be out, which is 15 minutes, and we'll tell you all about these secrets, what you can do in Budapest and around the capital as well. I love the cultural aspect of Budapest, actually. So many amazing concert halls and theaters, and as well, like the National Gallery at the Buda Castle. I think that's amazing as well. It has like a gorgeous terrace from where you have like a whole view to the Danube and the Pest side of the city. So I wouldn't miss some cultural experiences. Of course, the architecture. I mean, just walk around the whole city, you will find like 8 different architectural types, for example, now Gothic, now classical, Art Nouveau, which is my favorite. So just think of any architectural types, Budapest has it for sure. And just lost in the streets and explore like the old houses as well. I think that's really great.
I love it. And then what if somebody has an extra day? Talk about some of the extensions and some of the easily accessible places, I should say, because there are so many. I mean, what would you recommend, I'd say, off the top?
Yeah. What you saw in the video as well, actually, I really love that fortress on the top of the hill, which is in Visegrad, which is at the Danube Bend. So actually just like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from Budapest, really easily accessible even by boat. So actually that's great if you are just sailing up to Visegrad, and then on the way there already you have an experience seeing like all of the changing of the surrounding until you get there. And there you can participate in a night tournament, for example. As you saw, we tried our chances as well, like in throwing and like as well many like medieval like fight modes you can try out as well. And really like the gentlemen who saw on the videos, they are real knights, so they can teach you and tell you as well about those experiences and like how these fights were going on in the past. So I think that's great. And afterwards, you can go to the Renaissance restaurant and even taste those Renaissance style dishes, which is always a feast. I love that. Actually. Yeah. So
I was hoping you were going to get to the food, and we had one question earlier. I'd love for you to just explain what a ruin pub is, because we get that question a lot, and I think that's pretty endemic to Budapest. So maybe you can explain what that is.
Yeah, I mean, ruin pub is if like suddenly you find yourself in your grandma's living room, which actually haven't been restored in the last few decades, actually. So we do have, I don't know, hundreds of ruin pubs here in Budapest, all around the city center, so downtown locations. Many of them are really close to Zsófia's hotel as well, actually. So it's really walking distance. And so very colorful, it's really easygoing, and in some of them, you have even like what I really like in the weekend, daytime, like a flea market or a food market as well, or they do brunches. So if you are not in the party mood, then you can go throughout the day to explore as well, like the feeling of the ruin bars. But if you are in the party mood, of course, you can try many of our drinks, cocktails, of course, wine, and just have a good time in a really authentic surrounding.
You described that so beautifully. I think you've answered a lot of people's questions, everything you wanted to know, but we're afraid to ask. That is so great. And we have another beautiful video. We're going to cue that up for you here so you can get a little bit more of a sense of Budapest and some of the surroundings. Pleasure to show that to you now.
Is it a dream or reality that captivates me with its beauty? Since we arrived, I feel closer to life. The whole world is open here. And we look for the same things over and over again. New adventures, discovery, beauty, surprises, inspiration, elegance. And all these things are here to impress us with their beauty. To entertain us. The book of our lives gets filled with story. Spice of Europe, Budapest.
I get emotional every time just because it's stunning, but also I cannot wait to visit, and I'm sure all of you now have this on your bucket list too. So that was beautiful. I'm so glad that she was able to join us again. All right, so we're going to move into the Parisi Udvar, which is the new hotel that you have to discover in the city. And I'm really excited to have Sophie here because she's got a beautiful presentation, and she's also piping in from one of the rooms, which is special. So you get kind of an advanced sneak peek. So I'm going to turn it over to her, and she can show you all that you need to know about this beautiful new find.
Thank you, Gabi. Hi, everyone. Warm welcome to Budapest and to the Parisi Udvar Hotel. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love it also because parts of it were shot in our hotel when we opened in 2019. So it holds a very special place in our hearts. And I believe it nicely complements the fantastic job that the Hungarian Tourism Agency did with the video. So thank you, Zsuzsanna and your team, obviously. And I urge you to pay attention also to the presentation, because like Gabi said at the beginning, I will have one prize to draw at the end for that lucky winner or smart winner who actually can spot the two areas of the hotel that were featured in the video as well. I will try to give you some hints. One is up and one is down. But without further ado, let's go and discover the beautiful Parisi Udvar Hotel Budapest. Sorry, this is the building from the outside, so you can already see how monumental, how majestic this building is. We converted it to a luxury hotel during a 5.5-year long renovation and opened it in 2019, June 2019. We started off very well. The market and the clients were super happy with our new arrival and to add to the upper upscale, let's say, luxury scene to the Budapest hotel market. But before I walk you through the building and the hotel itself, just wanted to highlight that we are part of the Unbound collection by Hyatt, one of the recent brands within the Hyatt family that is rapidly expanding across the world and especially in Europe. This is a brand that encompasses the global standards that you do expect and your travelers as well from a chain like Hyatt, but still keeping the local spirit and the freedom to be independent as a hotelier. And you will always feel like that you are in the destination where the hotel is located. Sometimes you would even feel you're in an independent hotel that adds to the whole local experience, but you can be assured and safe knowing that we have Hyatt behind looking after you and your clients. Just a couple of examples in Europe would be, for example, the Martinez in Cannes. If you know, probably you know that hotel, just know that it's part of the family, or the new hotel, the Louvre in Paris, as well as the new Scotland Yard building in London. So we are all one big happy family. But now moving back to Budapest, here you can see the map of the downtown of the city. As some of you may know, the river Danube is separating Budapest into two parts: the Buda side, which is on the top part of this map, and the Pest side, which is closer to us here. The fifth district that is stretched between Chain Bridge and Elizabeth Bridge is where the life is. So that's your city center, that's your downtown, with most of the major sites, the shopping street, the fashion street, all the bars and restaurants, the little Soho of the city. So I recommend always that when you come to Budapest for the first time or even repeatedly, this is the place to be. With the yellow arrow, you can see precisely where our hotel is located. So absolutely prime location. From the airport, it would take you a comfortable 25 to 30 minutes by car to reach the city center. And once you are there, it's very easy to move around. A few words about our beautiful building, the Párizsi Udvar. The first question I'm always getting is like, what the heck Párizsi Udvar means, especially for a foreigner. Of course, I could talk hours about the history, but all you have to know at this moment is that Párizsi Udvar translates to Parisian court in Hungarian, and this is the name of the building that has been proudly standing in the downtown since 1909. It had different roles and functionalities throughout the decades. Mostly it was housing offices and upscale flats. And the ground floor, the Majestic Passage, used to be the first covered shopping street of the capital. Obviously a unique place, a predecessor of what we call today malls. And as this one was inspired by a similar passage located in Paris, France, that's why the name Párizsi Udvar, so Parisian court, was given to the building. And as everybody on the local market and Hungarians know the building by its name, we wanted to keep it for the hotel as well. The uniqueness comes from the blend of architectural styles. I think the best and most striking image is definitely when you are walking through the door to the lobby. So the former Passage is today the lobby of the hotel, and it houses our restaurant and bar. A fantastic place, everything restored into perfection. Our owners invested roughly 40 million euro of the renovation of this building. So really it's lifting the bar very high when we are talking about luxury hotels. 1 second. Yeah. Among the facilities, so we have 110 guest rooms, but obviously you can find a nice spa, talking about, or we are going to talk more, and my colleagues, about wellness and well-being. You can also enjoy it within the walls of our hotel if your visit is short, although I highly encourage everybody who is coming to Budapest to go out, explore the city, explore our thermal baths. But of course, we have what you need under our roof as well. And I also urge everybody to at least have a nice meal in the Párizsi Udvar, because we have a fantastic brasserie with nice local dishes as well as the international classics. We do have guyash as well, if that's what your client wants. I can assure everybody, and we will not take it off from the menu because it's one of the best sellers still for American clientele. But let's move on to the accommodation part. Like I mentioned, we have 110 absolutely newly built, newly refurbished guest rooms, all of them with the same style, very elegant. You can see it also behind me. It's a tranquil, large, spacious, elegant room product that we have, above the city's average in terms of the size. So very, very comfortable experience. We know how much it takes, to travel across the Atlantic to come here. So sometimes all you need is a good night's sleep and a nice tranquil environment. So we have all of that. I want to raise attention to our suite products, because out of the 110 rooms, we have 18 suites and 2 luxury residences. The suites are stretching from 460 to 1,000 square feet. We have different layout of suites. We have one with 2 bedrooms, one with a separate living room, one which is more like a corner suite with nice view on the church across the street. So it's really when you contact and tell us what you need exactly, we will for sure find the right room or suite product based on your client's preferences. I want to show you my favorite, the most amazing product that you can find in Budapest are our 2 rooftop residences. Basically, these are presidential suites, but we like to call them residences. Maybe it's a little bit more fancy and refers also to that it's very ideal for longer stay, or if you are your guests are coming with a larger family, children, nanny, entourage. These are the ideal spots. They are occupying the 2 residences that we have, the entire 6th floor, which is the top floor of the building, with gigantic terraces, private spa. One is a 2-bedroom, like what you see on this picture, and then the largest one is with a 3-bedroom, again, huge terrace, and it even has a private hammam, a private sauna. So really like your luxury flat, but in the heart of the city. From the terrace, you get splendid view on the river Danube and on the buildings across. Obviously, if somebody is booking these residences, would get a nice long list of benefits and amenities as well. Okay, just one slide about weddings. Who doesn't love weddings or honeymoons? As our building looks super romantic because of this crazy architectural paradise and style, with a lot of hidden and unique details and architectural masterpieces. This is truly an amazing experience if you want to do your destination wedding here, or even come and enjoy a nice honeymoon with the metropolitan vibe. You can also see a beautiful bride over there that it was actually a real wedding that took place last summer. You can also utilize the building for nice photo shoots. And just to talk a little bit about business, how you can book us, how you can reach us. Obviously, I'm here at your disposal directly anytime you need. But if you are part of certain affiliations, we are loaded on the GDS as well. And through this, Hyatt Privé, obviously, is our own program of Hyatt. I'm sure some of you are aware of that, but we are part of Select Hotels and Resorts and Sample Traveler Made. And it's not a hidden secret that our ambition is, on the long run, is definitely to be part of Virtuoso, to Amex FHR. As a new hotel, we have to do the footwork for that. So I will highly appreciate any support that some of you can provide to put us on the radar. But even if you're booking direct, we would extend certain benefits that we are honoring the consortia. We're also working on a nice project that when you're booking our suites and residences on bar rate, besides, of course, the commission that you are entitled to, your clients will have various experience packages on a complimentary basis included, depending on what kind of suite they are booking. So we will try to make it relevant to the building, to the hotel. So we share our hospitality and our secrets, what we have in this building with them, and obviously amazing F&B or catering offering as well. So that's for my presentation. It was a pleasure to be virtually present. Unfortunately, I don't see the chat. So maybe, Gabi, you can give me a hand because I don't see if there are any questions.
I will help you out. We'll let you know. Yeah, we'll wrap up the questions in a bit. But that was just truly another universe. That is like a living work of art, and that was just amazing. I loved seeing all that. We got a lot of comments on the hexagon suite that I can tell you up front. So exquisitely done, just beautiful, and thank you so much. It looks like the perfect place to base yourself when you're looking at integrating some of these restorative experiences. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for presenting.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're going to turn it over to Sylvia, who represents the spas in Budapest, but she's full of high energy, so it's almost like diametrically opposed to what she's presenting. It's such an amazing product because, as we said, Hungary in general has, is full of, underneath the land, mineral waters, rich waters, full of elements, and these things have been used for thousands of years, converted into more modern facilities. And she happens to represent some of the best places where you can really have a therapeutic day or 2 days or beyond. So I'm really excited to kind of bring her on so she can show you some of these locations and the benefits of spending some time there when you are traveling through Hungary. So welcome.
Thank you, Gabby. Yeah, I'm so excited. My heart is beating too fast, and I have to say that it's too little time for explain all the magic, all the wonder what we have. But I hope that will be enough to impress you and the other people. I could see the chat, and it's so lovely message what we have. And Sandy, Pandra, Barbara, Teresa, please come to Budapest and come visit our buses as well, because I saw that so many people have that they love spas and they didn't have the possibility to visit ours. And after my presentation, I'm sure that you will see what I'm talking about. And forgive me, I will use a lot of adjective, awesome, beautiful, incredible, fantastic, because I love so much our buses that I can talk too much, and I use it so much. So forgive me for that. But first of all, please welcome the world-famous Széchenyi bus and the well-known DJ, Mr. David Guetta. And first of all, please, let's have a party. I hope you enjoyed it, because we love it very, very much. And you can see that our thermal bus is the Széchenyi thermal is amazing. So I couldn't use it anything. And now, please, beginning with my presentation. So you will see that Budapest is the capital city of the spas. Our company operates 11 bus houses, and I don't know if you know that Budapest is the only capital city in the world where you can find so many historical thermal buses still operating. And Budapest is the only capital city in the world where you can find so many natural springs. And yeah, we are very proud of it. You know, it's amazing that our history goes back to the 2nd century, and during the Romans, it was already built and used 15 bath houses at that time. And that's why it's so exciting what I mentioned, that we operate 6 historical thermal baths. It means over 100 or 400 years ago. And it means that a lot of European country has a lot of beautiful thermal towns and thermal baths as well. But a lot of places use it like a museum. And that's why it's very exciting that we use it like the thermal bath, but it was built 400 and 400 years ago. So we are very proud of it. And what I mentioned, we operate not just thermal baths, open air baths as well. And of course, that nowadays the tourist people use the baths as a tourist attraction. But of course, we have a lot of baths used domestic people as well. But of course, nowadays I would like to talk about show you the biggest one, the most important one, because then I took 1 hour or 2 hours to explain you what we have. And now just for a few sites of them that you can imagine that in 2009 we have more than 5 million visitors in our buses, and from them 2.5 million from foreign countries. So it's amazing. You can imagine that just in the Széchenyi bus we have more than 1.5 million visitors a year, and 90% of the daily ticket buyers were tourist people. So it's amazing. And that's why it's very interesting, the other picture then, that it was 2020, it was collected top 10 most Instagrammable hot springs in the world. And you can see that we are very proud of it, because in the second place and the 10th is our two very historical thermal baths, Széchenyi bath and Gellért bath. And if you check it all around, the other places is whole natural places. That's the two baths that is historical thermal baths. So in that way, we are the first, and the second one we have most Instagrammable pictures in our baths. So it's amazing. I think you can see that. Okay. And let's start with the bath houses that I have already mentioned. I would like to check it. Yeah, the Széchenyi Thermal Bath, one of the largest spa complexes in Europe. It was built in 1913, and that time it was already the biggest one in Europe. The water came from more than 1,200 meters deep, and it's amazing. And it have more than 70 degrees, 76 degrees what we have. The water is increased, so it's amazing. And yeah, the Széchenyi is a unique one. So if I would ask all of them, so please tell me which is the best known thermal bath in Europe. I think in the top 5 it will be the Széchenyi as well, because really it's a beautiful, it's amazing, it's like a church. So I will every time you that if I say something very unique, then I will tell that every time. The Széchenyi is the church of the buses. It's amazing. We have 21 pools, 11 saunas, steam rooms, and of course a lot of services, also for wellness services, but we have a lot of medical treatment as well, because we are a thermal bath with medical system as well. But now I will explain you about the wellness factor of our Széchenyi bath. You can check it that we have also a luxury bathing experience in style as well. So we can offer you so many ways that you need. So we have, of course, evening party. I will show you other pictures for them. So we have a lot of young people visiting our thermal baths. It means that every Saturday evening we have a party. It's called party for young people there. And of normal ways during the day, we have also a lot of Hungarian or Budapest citizens who visited that buses, because it's really unique. And now I'm not joking. There is something in common in this picture. I hope you can explain who is there. Yeah, there is Mr. Will Smith and Ang Lee, who was shot his film in Gemini Man in our beautiful Széchenyi bath as well. And we are very proud of it, because it was broadcasting from the Good Morning America show. as well. And yeah, you can look at that. These lovely guys was try to drink our thermal water, because also we have here it to drink core as well. I must say that it was not so much for him, for Will Smith, but I have to explain that they loved our buses as well. So yeah, normally we have a lot of shooting in the Széchenyi. And the other picture, I'm not so foolish, but you can imagine that opposite to our bus houses is the zoo, and the hippos are bathing in the same water, so are they living in our water. And it's very lovely, because this is the only hippos family in Europe, but they can reproduce, because they say that our water is a magic for hippos as well. So it was just a joking, but it's true that our thermal water is very good for everybody. So it was also a very good extension. So a lot of Euro was also there. So who was already saw this Gemini man. Normal ways he had to show no buses as well. So the second very important bus house is the St. Gallier thermal bus, and unforgettable memories. What we have here, a beautiful thermal house with hotels as well. It is with Art Nouveau style. And I will say, if the Széchenyi is the church of the buses, then the Gellért is the museums of the buses, because it's really a masterpiece. We have inside and outside school area as well. And you can imagine that in that time, so in the winter time, because in Hungary we are very cold now, but normally we can sitting outside in the 38 or the 40 degrees water, we can see the snow is falling and the steam is all around. So it's amazing. So really, it's experience, but you have to do that. And I hope you will come to Budapest and you will see what I mean. That. So the Gellért is also very important. One of the most important one was building more than 100 years ago. And we have also event hall for 400 persons. We had here also weddings and concert and a lot of other things. So it's a really very unique place. For the mice sector as well. So we can offer here also a lot of treatments, a lot of services. And look what a lovely guest we have. It was also a very exciting experience. And this man was shot here also for the GQ magazine. And he is the only guest who was allowed to go to the water in the suit, so it's not allowed to everybody. But I think for a so lovely guest, we had to show that it was allowed, because I think a lot of people was check this picture, and I hope for the marketing value is very high for them. It was also a very lovely situation then. And yeah, please check it. The other thermal bus is what we have. The Rudas, it's called Rudas. And it's more than 500 years old. It was built in the Turkish occupation, during the Turkish occupation. And I think this is the pools with amazing view. So you are sitting also outside in the 38 degrees water, and you can check the whole Budapest and the whole panorama that we have. So it's really amazing. It's a fabulous experience as well. And after that, this is the newest side of the Rudas, because we have the old one which was built in the Turkish period, and the other one was built in before 2014 in explains. So we would like to say that this is where tradition meets with the 21st century. So it's amazing. So inside and outside, it's so unique feeling. You can feel the history as well. So really, so I couldn't explain you much more higher than you can try it, because it's if you are in another century, so you can feel that you are so unique place that it's the picture doesn't speak really strong what I mean. But you had, of course, in the night bathing we have, in the every weekend we are open after 10 p.m. and to 3 a.m. we are open then, and a lot of people are visiting in the night section as well, because it's really a unique experience. Yeah. And the St. Lukács thermal bath, this is the fourth one, but the last one in the now I would like to show you. The St. Lukács thermal bath is it's very old one as well. It was built in the 12th century, and during the Crusades it was built like a hospital. It was the first thermal bath who was using as a healing place. And during this century, this Crusades, it was a lot of soldiers who was healing there, and from that one we are very proud of it, because of course we have a lot of experience for healing with thermal water. So that's why we are called as the Mecca of Rheumatics. It was called for Budapest, and it's for Lukács as well. And you know, it's very important. The Salus per Aqua, so spa for me, it's Salus per Aqua, healing with water. But it's not for just healing. It is the prevention is most important. So that's why we are trying to communicate with the young people as well. That's it's very important to using the bathhouse every week or every month, twice a month, because it's so important that you don't have to wait that you have some problem in your body, because we can offer you so amazing and so incredible treasures what our water have. So that's why we are trying to communicate it and take some venue for the young people, and we are very proud of it, because in the last year, so in 2019, we have a research, and you can imagine that in the Széchenyi and Gellérvár we have more people under 30 than people over 60. So I think we have a good job there. So yes, of course, we have a lot of wellness services with traditional Turkish water massage, classical massages, double massages, saunas, steam rooms as well. And yeah, of course, very important that we can offer you special treatment with the mud as well. And of course, special event in a unique place. That's why I mentioned in the right side, you can check it. That is a picture, but I already mentioned in the Széchenyi bath, with every Saturday evening we have this party. Of course, I don't know what we have to do with during the COVID, so maybe it's not so allowed to so many people in the same place. But for the young people, it's so unique and so amazing experience that you can imagine that beginning from February, end of December, it was full with young people every Saturday evening, and these young people come back to the next day, and or for maybe in the next 2 weeks. And that's why we are very proud of it, to take this unique place as a special event as well. So thank you very much for your attention. I have a lot of information in me. So if you are looking for something special packages or something else with our thermal bathhouses, we can really offer you a lot of things. And please contact me or contact Gabby and Susanna, and then I will give you all the necessary information. The main important project for me was that you will be impressed about our bathhouses, and you can decide it, okay, maybe your traveler would like to also travel to Hungary, because I think they are eager to travel now. And then please don't forget Budapest, and don't forget our bathhouses as well.
Oh, I don't think we could soon forget that at all. That was amazing.
Okay.
So many options, and it looks like you probably need a week to do everything you'd want to do there. So that was just beautiful. So I really appreciate it. And of course, that video, that I'm a huge fan of David Guetta and anything he does. So that was amazing to see. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, well, thank you for being here. everybody is very excited to follow up with you. That I can tell you. Lots of fun questions and requests for images and things like that. So you are definitely going to be waking up to an onslaught of inquiries. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. And we are going to close out our presentation with a beautiful overview of Pest, which is a city that's medieval, it's charming, it gives you a really interesting sense of place and sort of a glimpse into the past of what this destination sort of used to offer, mixed with some modern touches. So I'm going to turn it over to Mark, and he's going to take you through his beautiful virtual tour.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Pest. I'm here to teach you 4 letters in the world's 4th most difficult language, Hungarian. The 4 letters is as easy as 1, 2, 3, P-E-C-S. It's Pest, the Hungarian Mediterranean, which is in the southern border of the country. So I'm taking you to the tour to the southern part of the country and to a city which history dates back to the Roman times, so about 2,000 years, and the Pest is the 5th largest city in Hungary, with about 150,000 inhabitants, and this is about 2 hours drive only from Budapest. It's one of the best kept secrets of Europe, and this is one of the best places to avoid the crowd. And trust me, I will show you why is it first to join us to this beautiful city. Pest was awarded in 2010 the European Cultural Capital honorable title, and it's not without a reason, because this is the city where we have everything for the body and soul. So let's see our top 5, what makes Pest is the destination where you have to visit besides and beyond Budapest, the capital city. If you check out the main square, which is called the Széchenyi Square, you can see a link with the Rudas bath in Budapest. So a bit of heritage of the Ottoman times. The Jami is the icon of Pest in the center of town, and there is a special thing on the top. Just look at the top of the church. You see the cross and the half moon. Yes, it's not without reason, because we didn't demolish the church after the Ottoman rule was over, but it was converted to a Catholic church, and it can be visited also now, and it has beautiful decorations for both the Ottoman and the Christian times. And the second thing what you have to bear in mind about the Széchenyi Square and the main square of the city is the beating heart, and it can be enjoyed all 4 seasons, during the summer and the winter too, when during the Advent, the Christmas times, it's decorated with the illumination of the kids' drawings, and when spring comes, first actually to Hungary, because Pest is the city where we enjoy one of the most sunny hours of a year, and the spring arrives earlier to Pest than to the other parts of Europe. I can tell you that the beautiful flowers of the almond trees are blooming as early as the beginning of March. But if you move a bit further, just few minutes walk from the main square, within the old town barrier, you will find the UNESCO World Heritage Site Celle Septi Hora, where you will see the beautifully restored and demonstrated ruins of the early Christian burial chambers of the 4th century. So you will see here beautifully demonstrated early Christian necropolis, which are 1600 years old. But if you come out from the surface, come out to the surface, then you will see just a few meters away one of our icons, the Basilica of St. Peter and Paul's, which is also a unique place, what you must not miss when you are in Pécs. And it's compared to the Matthias Church in Budapest, the interior, the decoration, and it just have been restored and renovated in the past years, so it's in full beauty now. And number 4 will be the TV tower. Most probably now, if you see that icon, you probably refer to as the huge vaccine for the COVID, and we are even vaccinating the guards now from Pécs, reaching the clouds. But this is I can tell you, the tallest building of Hungary, with 197 meters tall, and you've got a beautiful panorama over the whole area, over the whole region from the top, and the panoramic lookout floor and restaurant of the TV tower. Number 5. You probably remember that lady in the beautiful wedding dress in the Paris Udvar Hotel. She was also standing next to the colorful roof tiles of the Zsolnai ceramic factory, and also the Gellért Spa, where the beautiful blue patterns were behind that gentleman, the well-known gentleman. They are also originating from the Zsolnai ceramic factory, which is located in Pécs, of course. And if you know the Parkwell in Barcelona, and if your guests love the Parkwell in Barcelona, then they would go crazy for the Zsolnai Cultural Quarter. Not only because of the architectural beauty, but also the services what are available in this beautiful place, which is the home of the old ceramic factory dating back to the 19th century. But now, since 2010, since Pécs was bearing the honorary title of being Cultural Capital of Europe, this was converted to a whole cultural quarter full of museums and exhibitions and event halls. So the top 5, what you must not miss, is of course the main square and the UNESCO Heritage Site Selhurra, the Magic Mountain Range and the TV Tower and the Basilica and the Zsolnai Cultural Quarter. So Pécs has all for your body and soul. This is a place to slow down in the nearby wine region of the Villány area, and it's the place which is probably a cool place to relax and have some laid-back experiences further from the crowded hotspots. And don't forget, if you are here, to try the local cuisine, because the influences of the different cultures which are living in peace here together, from the Balkans to the Schwabish, the German authentic, the German people with German origin, and the great Hungarian fare can be tried and tasted here. I've already mentioned the Villány wine region, which is only a stone throw from here. It's something like 30 minutes drive from Pécs, giving you the chance to try fiery reds and crispy white wines. And let me just give you some of my insider tips, some of the hotspots which are my favorite in the region, why I decided not even just to visit, but to move to this region. Behind me, you can see here the Siklós Castle, a fortress standing there for more than 100 years. And the number 1 hotspot is the bench above the tunnel in downtown. This is one of the most romantic spots of the city, I can tell you. It's very Insta-friendly and it's free. That's one of the best things in that. Number 2 would be, for me, is the Street of the Museums. And the genius Victor Vasarely, who was born in Pécs and died in France, has one of the nicest museums in the street of museums. So this is also a place to visit. And number 3, where you can be wild and free, just put the fun between your legs and try on an e-bike or pedelec or just a normal bike the excellent bike routes in the Villa and Wine regions, and then try the beautiful wines on one of the terraces of the wineries, and even meet the winemaker and do a wine tasting. For example, here pictured the Schauschka Winery terrace. And I've got one extra here, what I definitely recommend you to try with your small groups or even larger groups. A Game of Thrones walking tour. It's a very special experience. Don't think that you will be in the movie, but that will be a fantastic experience of the medieval history of the city and of the downtown in a special way. And I'm sure that if you are spending few days in Hungary and in Pécs, just think about that. It's absolutely a fantastic, ideal place just to adding something new, because your clients are also asking what's new. It's great for culture workers and for wine and gastronomy and enthusiasts. And of course, we've got also some nice places to stay, because Pécs and the region has very good experiences for more than 1 day. Just think about the Art Nouveau Hotel of the Palatinus, or here pictured the Corso Hotel. But I've got here a very special thing from the Villa and Wine region, a wine and spa hotel, where you can even have a nice wine and spa treatment in their spa. And last but not least, I would like to watch a short video to wrap up together with you about this region, what we can offer, but of course here for your questions, and I would love to see you here in person to show you around. So let's watch the video together. Thank you.
Da 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 da
Wow, everyone just loved that because it was, in fact, the hidden gem that I think kind of completed the puzzle here. What a lovely discovery, and that was certainly a beautiful video to behold. So thank you very much for your presentation.
Thanks, Gabriela. Thanks.
Absolutely. We're going to bring it back to Susanna to sort of, bring the whole circle together here and talk a bit about, more magical experiences and just to kind of give you a more broad overview of what's possible in the entire country beyond Budapest as well. So we're welcoming her back with her presentation and a brief video as well of a new hidden gem that you're probably going to love just as much. So I'll turn it over to her.
Thank you again, Gabi. I'm sorry. First, I need to make a bit of an adjustment here because I was asking a question in which celebrity was pictured in the Széchenyi bus, but obviously that was in the Gellért bus. So everybody saw actually the amazing Art Nouveau background. So sorry, Sylvia, that was obviously Ryan was in the Gellért bus. But going back actually to the country's presentation, wellness is as well all about, of course, spa experience, but as well a lot of active vacations and great outdoor activities. And so let's see some of the hidden gems kind of next to page as well in the country, which would be great as well to discover when you are in Hungary. So actually, let's start with our first slide. Although our country is landlocked, water plays a very important role in Hungary's architectural, natural, and cultural heritage. Just think of the beautiful historic baths and lakes through the whole country of the Danube River that divides the capital to the Buda and Pest side, of our athletes who shine in swimming, water polo, and kayaking. So Budapest has successfully hosted as well the FINA World Championships and FINA World Master Championships in 2017 that has been named the best one in history. In our next slide, you can see as well many great places. So if you make it to Hungary, chances are that you will come across water in some way, shape, or forms, whether it is a unique thermal bath located in a natural cave, the largest biologically active thermal lake, or a historical bath of Budapest. Thermal water can be found in 80% of the country. We are the 5th largest thermal water reserve in the world. More than 1,400 springs, more than 200 thermal baths, and 40 health spa hotels make Hungary a perfect place to relax and recharge. Water is in an indispensable condition of life. In our next slide. And Hungary is a land of medicinal waters, whether it is for the healing of body and soul, the preservation of health and recreation, baths and spas through the country offer a multitude of services. So in the map, we can see the spa towns of Hungary with international importance. Please move to the next one. The little blue signs indicate those towns in Hungary where you can find spas which are visited by international guests as well. As you can see, they can be found all over the country. Let me just highlight a few of them. The first one is there is a town located near the western tip of Lake Balaton with a name which indicative of the local hot water springs. The name is Hévíz. It's a unique experience to float among the red water lilies dotting the lake surface when enwrapped in steam. Its biologically active water is used for rehabilitation as well as for general preservation of health. The oval-shaped lake is fed by hot and cold water springs alike. Its temperature during summertime is around 35 Celsius, and it will never fall below 22 Celsius even in the winter. allowing visitors to comfortably swim outside in the lake. Our next town is Zalakaros, situated a few kilometers from western tip of the Lake Balaton. Has also solidified its international reputation thanks to its medicinal waters. Due to the composition of the size of its water base, the 96 Celsius water surging up from the depths of over 2,000 meters in one of the most significant springs in the region. Besides rheumatology treatments, a growing number of people are benefiting from health preservation and prevention-oriented complex medical spa services. And we are moving on. Actually, the 1,200 square meter limestone deposits of Egerszalók, which you can see here on the picture, are considered an iconic rarity all over the world, with only 2 other sites with similar natural formations. The hot waters surging up from the deep fund away to the surface at this point, while the lime deposited on the hillside created a shiny white surface. So this is an amazing resort town as well to visit. Our next town is Miskolc-Tapolca, very difficult to pronounce. The cave baths of the Miskolc-Tapolca is a unique attraction of Europe that features a spa installed in a cave formed over thousands of years. Visitors to the cave baths can bath in naturally formed caves and holes while taking in the echo of the so-called Stars Hill. The refreshment of body and soul is guaranteed by the pleasantly warm thermal water surging up from the depths of the mountain, as well as the clean cave air free of impurities, actually. And now we are moving on to Debrecen. You have to know, actually, that Mark is living in Pécs now, but his origins are back in Debrecen. Debrecen is Hungary's second largest city and has outstanding cultural importance for the country. The largest Reformed church is located in the city. It is one of the most characteristic buildings in Debrecen and the scene of many events in Hungarian history. But today we are talking about wellness and active aspects, so I recommend to visit the Great Forest City Park, which is a merely 10-minute walk from the city center, offering comprehensive recreation and century-old trees. The Aquaticum Spa is found in the heart of the area, in the Great Forest area as well, so it's a great spa experience. So the people of the 21st century live with continued untreated tension and anxiety, which quickly depletes the body stores. So exercise, healthy diet, swimming, fitness is very important as well. So what is wellness really here in Hungary? What can we offer? One of our unique offerings, if you suffer from allergies, asthma, or other respiratory diseases, your condition can be significantly improved with an air therapy at a curative cave of Tapolca, which is close to Lake Balaton. On the northern shore of the Lake Balaton, the high humidity air with a temperature of 14-16 Celsius is incredibly clean, yet is high in curative ions as well. So, and the other unique wellness opportunity is based on therapeutic climatic effects. Cave therapy can also yield improvements in the case of various respiratory diseases. Apart from the favorable microclimate of karst caves, another important factor is their stable cold temperature and high moisture content. There are 5 certified medicinal caves in Hungary, one in our capital city, Budapest, the others in various countryside locations. All right, and then let's move on to the sauna shows. You will find big sauna sections in all of our spas. Many of them offer sauna shows. Why? Imagine rubbing yourself down with some ground ice in a hot sauna before applying some liquid honey on your skin. Practice shows that the beneficial physiological effect can be intensified by participating at guided sauna seances. The various fanning techniques used by sauna master and the essential oil mixed with the water can turn the sauna program into a truly entertaining wellness activity. These include beer, wine, chocolate. Yes, I said wine. So obviously, as we love our wines, we include it to the spa experience as well. So does a red wine bath or a grapeseed oil massage sounds odd? Let yourself be tempted with the combination of wine and wellness and enjoy the exclusive facial and body treatments and massage of the hotels of the Hungarian wine regions as well, as Mark told you about already. So Hungary offers great range of private clinics for international guests with high level of knowledge, outstanding equipment, warm service, and competitive prices as well. We are one of the dentistry hubs in Europe, but amazing orthopedics clinics are available as well, and aesthetics are very popular too. And our plastic surgeons, for example, can only start working after at least 13 years of internship. Therefore, their preparedness is really unique. So, and the list is not over yet. It is great if you put Hungary on your medical tourism radar. So some really pretty hiking destinations as I want to show you last as well. For example, Hungary's castles offering glimpses into the glorious battles and lifestyle of the past through interactive exhibitions or costumed guided tours. So it's really great to visit some of our castles in our mountains all around the country. In the next slide, you can see that we have actually 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, despite the relatively small size of the country. So those interested in cultural and history can easily plan a road trip along some of our World Heritage Sites. And last but not least, lovers of active recreation can choose from 10 national parks, 12 nature parks, hundreds of nature trails, thousands of kilometers of walking trails and bicycle paths all throughout the country. Europe's first long-distance walking trail is the National Blue Trail, as we call, which winds through the northern region of the country along a distance of 1,100 kilometers. So cyclists can go around the major lakes of the country, Lake Balaton, Fertő, Velence, and Tisza, along fully developed bicycle passes as well. So actually, these were just some glimpses what wellness and active holiday and well-being means for us. And thank you so much for your attention. And as a closure, please immerse yourself in one of our teasers, again, from a digital FemTrip series. And thank you.
I want to thank all of our presenters and thank all of you for hanging in and spending some time with us. This was amazing. This was, in fact, restorative, even just from a visual perspective. And we certainly learned a lot. So we wanted to just let you know who has won the fabulous prizes. So I'll go ahead and announce them. It would be Catherine Schutz from Largay Travel, who has won our first prize. That is the hotel prize from Sophie. So she will reach out to you. Congratulations. And then we've got Valerie Balderson, who has won the spa prize from Sylvia. So congratulations to you. And finally, Teresa Jackson, who has won that beautiful basket of Hungarian wines from Susanna. So that should be arriving at your door sometime soon. Yep. So congratulations to you all. There are so many materials we have on hand. So please reach out. We've got plenty here to just send you for instant download. And you'll be receiving the contacts of all of our presenters so you can check in with them and follow up individually. Again, thank you so much for joining. I'll give a wave goodbye. I'm sure with all my colleagues will join me. And I look very forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you so much and see you in Hungary.